I've been having a look at this Krups EA89 coffee machine and spares online. Let me just show you the original listing. This is the original listing, and the seller says that it's leaking and other issues. So I've contacted them and asked them if they want to buy it now price. Offered them 40 quid and accepted. So I've been and collected it, and here it is. Here's the unit here. Just picked it up, and as they've stated, the side panels kind of halfway out. This was mentioned in the listing, and it comes with the manual and some other bits and pieces here, handbook, and you got the water tank on the back. It's a complete unit. Everything's there, and this is the hopper where the coffee beans goes. Bit cobwebs in there, so I'm gonna have to have a look at that. Okay, so first thing I'm going to have to do is dismantle the unit. So I'm just going to undo this, the actual hopper section for the coffee grinder. I'll speed this section up a bit because it's quite long. And here you can see me just undoing the unit here. Just undo the 4 screws at the top. And with a bit of luck, this top section should just lift away, like so. And you can see underneath there the coffee grinder, bits of old coffee inside of it. Okay. Let me just speed this section up where I'm just partially dismantling the unit because it was quite a long time. And you can see me just removing the nozzles. Gotta give them a clean. I usually just strip the whole thing down and give it a clean and find out what the problem is. This bit was a bit tricky, that's why it's taking so long. Okay, I've got this section off. Put to one side. So I'm just going to continue to dismantle the unit. I'm just going to get these side panels off and show you around it. It's all dried coffee inside here. This machine's not been used in a while, obviously. And this is the brewer unit. You see a lot of coffee stains inside here, quite a bit messy. And the actual grinder there. So I'm going to have to strip it down a little bit more, speed the section up while I get this back cover off, or while I figure out how the back cover comes off. I'm just going to do these 2 screws here. I've took most of them off and they should just slide off. And there you go. That's the back cover off. Let me just give you a quick look around the unit while I've got the panels off. And you can see there's bits of coffee inside as well. Coffee beans. All around here. Okay. So the next thing is, I'll show you the water tank there. All the coffee around here, around the bottom of the water tank. So I'm just going to remove this grinder if I can. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm just going to a bucket of bleach. I'm just going to put the panels in here. Once I've removed them, give them a good soak. I've already removed these 2 top panels, so I'll just stick them in this bucket of bleach and then I'm going to give them a clean. Okay, so going back to this unit here, you can see all the bits of coffee inside here. Like I said, this machine does not look like it's been used in a good while. So I've got to remove all these sections here and give them a clean. Okay, so first thing I've got to do, let me switch it around for you. This is the actual PCB on the side here, the control board. Just going to undo all the wires for that. Obviously make sure this is the unit removed from the mains before you start tampering around inside here. And here you can see me just undoing a couple of the connections so I can remove the grinder. Just undo the plug for that. And that's the grinder free. I'll have to give it a clean out. You see there. Just put it to one side. And then I'll remove this section here. So it's just a matter of removing the rest of the wires and removing the PCB. You can see it just speed this section up because it took a while. And I managed to remove this top section here of the brewer unit housing. And you can see all the coffee inside here and what's not. Like I said, this machine has not been used in a good while. It looks like it's been standing for a while from when it started to malfunction. You can see all the coffee inside the brew unit here, all dry. It looks like dirt actually, but it's just dried coffee, which I'll have to give that a clean. Absolutely filthy inside here. You can see the piston there, the rings. So what I'm going to have to do is remove this top section here. Let's get the socket and the grips on it. This is what pushes the piston down into the brewing chamber. So I'll just undo the nut for that. This top section should just remove, like so. To show you here, that's the actual piston for the brewer. You have to get it a good clean. Absolutely filthy. Okay. I'm sure inside here, inside the brewing chamber, lots of coffee inside here. Like I said, this machine has not been used in a good while because it doesn't even look like coffee, it looks like soil. So what I'm going to do is get the hoover in there and just give it a good clean. Give it a good back out. As you can see there. And I'll just continue to clean it. And as you can see, I've got most of the coffee removed. I'm just going to continue to give the units a clean. And I've already cleaned some of the panels. Let me just show you here. Okay, here you can see me just removing the jets. Got to give them a clean. Bound to be blocked because this machine's been sitting a while. They just clip like so. You can see this nozzle here. It just looks like it's full of dried milk. Turn around this way, you can't see any light in it at all. So I'm just going to get a screwdriver in there, clean out the dry milk. You can hear raspy sounds. It's hardened. You can see the end of the screwdriver there. Just got to do this a few times so we can get rid of clear this nozzle. just give it a wash it out. See, it's a bit cleaner there. Just pop the screwdriver in again. And I've washed it out. Put a bit of soap down it, and you can see the end of the screwdriver at the bottom there. So it's, I've unblocked it, and then I'm just going to show you here. You see light through there now, and then I'm just going to shove a bit of this wet wipe through it. See if I can catch any excess. I'll just push it backwards and forwards, pull it backwards and forward through the jet, just to make sure it's nice and clear. And let me show you the units here. All I've got some of them clean and dry. I'm just going to pop this funnel in, and this top section of the brewer housing chamber, get a good clean. Let's pop that into a bucket of bleach. Should break down all the coffee stains, and I'll just give it a scrub. But I'm going to leave this for a bit to for the bleach to do its work. Leave it to soak for a bit, and in the meantime, I'm going to show you here. All the panels are nice and clean and dry now, all of them, and the pipes. As you can see there, I've got them all nice, clean and dry. That's the grinder, as you can see, also nice and clean and dry. And I've managed to clean the inside of this of the unit also. So it's just back to cleaning the jets and what so forth. This is the piston assembly for the brewing chamber. To get it clean, got to pull it apart, give the whole thing a clean. See there, I'm just giving the clean with the brush. Get rid of some of these dried on coffee stains. Let me show you here. When I remove the rings, the compression rings, you see all the old coffee sitting behind the rings. So like they're going to get that all cleaned out. Just get it a scrub. It's a bit cleaner. Just got to remove this mesh from the top, which I have done here. I'm just cleaning and make sure the all of these ducts are clean. This is the mesh filter of the piston. I've got it nice and clean. And here you can see me just trying to unblock some more of the jets from the nozzle. You see here, just getting me pipe cleaners in. Make sure they're nice and clear. And this is the actual piston. This is where the coffee comes into the brewing chamber. And this is the one of the major nozzles on the front. Let me just show you here. It's absolutely caked up with dried milk due to lack of maintenance. To show you there, see all that bits of dried milk. There's no way anything can get past that. So I'm going to give it a good clean. Get some get these floss cleaners in there. And this section does pull apart a bit. The black section does come off. As you can see, I'm just getting me pipe cleaners in there. And here you can see I've got the filter nice and clean. Just show you, get a bit of light behind it. That's the filter for the piston. It's nice and clean, got all the bits of coffee out of it. Just gonna put that back together now and reinstall it. Okay, this is the control panel, and I'll just switch it on. Now I've got the machine half assembled, and oddly enough it's in a different language. It's in Polish, I think. So this obviously means good morning. I think it says Dzień dobry. So what I've got to do is figure out through the menu how to get it back to English, because this says fill container. In Polish I've got it translated, and it's asking me to put some water in. So I've just put a bit of water in a tank, and this says insert 2 tanks, which I've had to Google to find out what it means. That's the water tank and the bin at the side, which I've temporarily put in place. So I'm just powering up the unit here. You see I've got it all clean and some of it put back together. Obviously this is cappuccino, but I've got no coffee in there, so it's just going through the process. It's obviously trying to make a cappuccino with no coffee beans inserted. So I'll just let that run. And then you're going to see the piston. This is the section where it's grinding the beans and drops them into the brewer unit, which is being compressed now. You see I've got all that section cleaned up. Well, like I said, there's no coffee in here at the moment. And you can see it's trying to brew the coffee here. And then these pistons should just rise back up once it's finished brewing the coffee. That's not in there. There you go, that's the piston rising back up. So let me just show you. I've managed to navigate through the settings. I'll speed this section up. I've managed to find the English. Okay, see I've got it in English now, it says goodbye. Okay, so I've managed to find that there's a problem. The reason why it was leaking underneath here, underneath the brewer unit, there's a seal that's gone. And I'm about to take it out by removing this piston here. Just underneath there you can see there's a seal there that's perished, so I've had to order a new one. So what I'm going to do, just undo this filter here so I can show you and give it a clean. And you can see inside here there's a half of a seal there, the other half has just perished and disappeared, left black marks inside. And here it is here. This is the half of the piston seal that's perished, and I've managed to find one for £10.78 and a pair of rings which I've ordered online. Okay, a couple of days later and the parts have arrived. The seal has arrived. Let me just show you here. That's the piston seal. Just get it out of the bag for you. A little close up there, that's the seal. And let me just put the old damage seal next to it at the top there. Split in two. Okay, so it's just a matter of fitting it. It's simple. I'll just put a bit of oil around it. Bit of vegetable oil just to help it slide in, and it just fits into the center hole there. Let me just show you. Just presses into the recess of the center hole. That's it fully inserted. I'll just spin it around a bit, make sure it's fully in. Okay, so that's fully inserted. So now it's just a case of using this vegetable oil along the shaft of the piston. But first, let me just show you here. I've had to clean this piston. Just show you here. Let me get a bit of light behind it and show you. It was all blocked before. All these tiny little holes. So I'll give it a good clean. So it's just a case of putting a bit of vegetable oil along the shaft here of the piston. And once that's done, it's just a matter of sliding it into place. back into the brewing chamber. I'll give you a little close-up of that also. So it just slides along the seal, the piston shaft, like so. Now that that's in, it's just a matter of reassembling the bottom half. So you're just going to get this spacer in, and then this small collar part here, which came out, and then it's just a matter of putting the spring back in. There's a spring there, and then just a retainer with the Torx screw. A little bit tricky, this part. You kind of need the 3 pair of hands. So I'm just putting the bottom retainer back on, and just going to use my Torx screwdriver to tighten that back up. And once I've caught the thread, I'm just going to use the same tool on the other end, just so I can tighten the whole thing up like I have done. So you see there, that's a little close up, that's nice and tight, and that's fully fitted. And to show you the spring action on the piston for the brewing chamber, see the piston comes up there, pushes the spent coffee out. Okay, so it's just a matter of partially reassembling the unit so I can test it, and I'll do that lively. And like I said, I'm just partially assembling the unit so I can give it a quick test. You can see me just putting the jets section back on, just give it a bit of a clean also. Okay, I've got it partially assembled, and I'm just going to give it a test. You can see here, it's nice and clean inside here, and that's just the piston going down with the new rings to compress the coffee, but there's no coffee loaded in. I'm just testing it like I said. And there you go, it's ready to make a coffee. So that's a successful repair. And here you can see a press for a cappuccino, but I've not got any coffee beans in there at the moment because I'm still testing it. We're just trying to make a cappuccino. So I'd say that was a successful repair. So with that, thanks for watching once again, and please subscribe.